Here is the part of an art career nobody teaches you. You can finish a painting once and then get paid for it every month for years afterwards. One Skillshare class walks through that entire business, from the first sketch all the way to the royalty payment. More than 65,000 students have taken the tour. This is Building a Career in Illustration, Exploring Print on Demand with Society 6, taught by Cat Coquillette. 7 lessons, 24 minutes, and almost all of it filmed on her own screen. Here is the plan, what passive income actually means, and the alpaca painting that still pays. Art that fits anything. Pricing, tagging, and uploading. Then the marketing, the data, and who should skip it. Under 2 minutes in, the class defines the idea everything else rests on. Passive income is money you earn for work you did upfront that carries on earning over time. You make the piece once, someone else sells it. A royalty arrives every month. Her example is a trip to Peru. She came home, painted the alpacas that had impressed her, and uploaded that one watercolor to her print-on-demand shops. The painting was finished years ago. The income was not. It still arrives every single month for work she has not touched since. And notice what a print-on-demand company actually does. You upload the artwork. They handle production, customers, hosting, shipping, and manufacturing, and they bring the traffic. So Chapter 2, Who is teaching? Cat Coquillette, the founder of the illustration brand Cat Coq, who started out simply painting for fun and posting the results, until people began asking whether they could buy them. The credential here is not a job title. It is a working shop. She sells through Society 6 every month, and she opens the back end on camera so you can see the prices, the tags, and the products. Which matters more than it sounds. Almost every screen in this class is her own file, her own uploader, her own shop page sorted by bestsellers. Nothing in it is hypothetical. Chapter 3, What is actually inside? Inside, it is 24 minutes across 7 lessons. 1 sets up the idea, 2 build the artwork, 3 cover the shop, the marketing, and the sign-off. There is no padding anywhere in it. And the shape of it is sensible. Lesson 2 draws the line between active and passive income. Lesson 3 works out what makes a design sellable across a whole product range. Lesson 4, the longest in the class at 6.5 minutes, is the editing work, then the shop, and then the promotion. Nothing is asked before you are ready. 7 lessons, most of them under 4 minutes, watchable over a lunch break and built to be reused every time you finish a piece. First, the 2 kinds of income. Lesson 2, 3 minutes long, and it starts by splitting the whole question in half. Active income is the money you earn for the hours you are putting in right now. Freelance design, a branding job, a website build, real money, and it stops when you do. Passive income is the money you earn for the piece itself, arriving month after month whether or not you sat down to work. Then 3 blunt questions. Do you already have artwork you could repurpose? Are you putting every egg in one basket? And are you expecting overnight success? She is honest about that last one. Building the brand took her years, and she calls it a slow grow. The freed up time goes into traveling, and the traveling comes straight back out as artwork. Lessons 3 and 4 are the craft core, and they open with a question. A beautiful piece that only works as an art print will only ever sell as an art print. So she designs for the templates from the start. Her own preference is vector because vector can be pulled apart and rearranged into any shape, though she is clear that this is a preference and not a rule. Elements get recycled. The skull in this piece came out of an earlier illustration. And every piece gets between 3 and 8 colorways because people are matching a room they already own. Then she reads the numbers to decide what to make next. Google Analytics, past sales, and if you have no shop yet, the likes you already have will do the job just as well. Lesson 4 is the longest and least glamorous. 6.5 minutes inside Photoshop. Scan far bigger than you need, strip the paper background out so apparel prints properly, put back the saturation the scanner drained, then recompose the piece for every template shape. Lesson 5 opens the uploader, and this is the part most classes leave out. The money. She takes roughly a 30% markup, rising as the print size grows. Wall art, framed art, and prints are hers to price. The rest of the range is fixed by the platform. The back end shows the customer's total as you move your own price, so you can price it to actually sell. Then name it and tag it properly. Someone searching that marketplace for a cat phone case can only find your work if you told the search what it was. And the uploader mocks your design onto every product, so anything you never formatted, like her leggings, simply gets switched off before a customer ever sees it. Lesson 6 is the promotion, and none of it is abstract. Instagram is the main window. Facebook is where a purchase link is easiest to click. Twitter is for conversation. Dribbble is aimed at other artists rather than customers, and her own site pulls all of it back to the shop. Then the single most useful idea in the lesson. You do not wait until the file is finished. Post the sketch. Post the museum photographs that set it off. Let people watch it being painted because someone asking for it in blue has just handed you a free brief. And the moment it goes live, announce it with a direct link. A feed of nothing but finished artwork is a catalog, so hers is a mix. Macros, process video, the products on a real wall, paint tubes on the desk, a pop-up shop, a single painted leaf. Then the part people skip. Announcing a piece once is not a campaign. She keeps promoting the same artwork from a new angle each time. And here is the counterintuitive bit. Every artist gets sick of a piece they made 2 years ago. Her example is Little and Fierce, one of her oldest pieces and one of her best sellers. Old to you is brand new to almost everybody else, which is exactly why it still sells. The lesson closes on 2 questions. Is your content actually worth engaging with, or are you only broadcasting? And is it genuinely easy for someone to buy? Then the class hands the work over and asks for one thing back. Upload what you are selling to the project gallery. So does it deliver? 91% of students said the class met or exceeded their expectations. 37% said it flat out exceeded them. And on the most liked board, Helpful Examples leads with 709 votes. Engaging Teacher and Clarity of Instruction follow within 70 votes of the top. Audio and video quality, organization and actionable steps fill out the rest, and none of them are far behind. That order fits the class exactly. Helpful Examples first because the whole thing is examples. One artist walking through her own files, her own shop, and her own numbers for 24 minutes, which leaves one question. So who is it for? Artists sitting on finished work because old paintings are inventory. Illustrators who want a floor under their income, and anyone who has ever wondered how the money in print-on-demand actually works. If you want to be taught how to draw or paint, skip it. Because underneath the color palettes, the templates, the tags, and the marketing, the class keeps circling back to one plain idea about all of it. Do the work once, then get paid for years. Not overnight and not without the cleanup, the tagging, and the promotion. But the painting you finish this month can still be earning long after you have forgotten you made it. Which brings us at last to the verdict. So the verdict, worth 24 minutes comfortably. You come away understanding an entire business model with the pricing shown on screen, the editing shown step by step, and the marketing laid out from sketch to sale. It is included with a Skillshare membership, and there is a free trial on offer as well, so the 24 minutes really are the whole price. One last thing before you go. And do not go hunting around for it, click the link in the description. It opens straight up free through Skillshare. Then pick one finished piece this week and give it a second colorway. That is the whole class in one evening. See you in the next review.